Oof, it's been a day. Um, Title of this video: To those who forget to smile. Now, I've encountered something like this. Like every once in a blue moon, I will talk to somebody who kind of just they don't really know how to get out of the situation they're in, and they don't know how to be happy with what they have going on in life because everything seems like it's going to dog shit. And I usually just say, like, look, when I was younger, I'd be like, oh man, you're right. That sounds horrible. That sounds bad. What are you gonna do? How are you gonna figure it out? And nowadays, it's more so as like, move this up a little bit. Ooh. Nowadays, it's more so like, just smile through it, because you don't want to give whatever it is that's making you unhappy power over you. You don't want to give that. You don't want to give it any power. Back up. You don't want to give it any power. So, the best thing you can do is smile through it. Be that positive person. Try to push forward. A lot of the times in the videos I make, I feel like I'm making them mainly just for me because I'm really the only one watching at times. And that makes me a bit sad sometimes. But guess what I do? I smile through it. I'll get up and not necessarily like where I'm at in life. The job I'm at isn't exactly where I want to be. It's not horrible. I'm very grateful and very blessed to be here, but it's not exactly where I want to be. But guess what? I smile through it. I might not have everything figured out. I might not even have the body that I want just yet. I'm getting there though. Might not have the body that I want. Guess what? I'm gonna smile through it because there's nothing else. The alternative is what? Just wallow in it. Stay in that dark place. Stay in that place of just self deprecation and like emptiness and coping and all that. Like, nah. Earlier today, I encountered something. I was driving a car. I'm shopping around for a car. I was driving a car and I had missed the exit. My mom was freaking out. She was like, "There's not enough miles on this car. They just took us out for a test drive. Like, what are you doing? Like, she's like, you're making my anxiety." And I was just like, "Ma, we gonna be all right. We gonna be straight. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. It'll be fine." And even if it's not going to be fine, why am I getting all worked up about it? For what? How is that gonna help us in the situation? You gotta stay level-headed. You gotta smile through it, laugh through it. Guess what? We made it back. We made it back. We made it back because, well, first off, I'm not a horrible driver. But second, we made it back because, first off, it was in God's will. And second, because I kept my calm. Because if I had freaked out like her, oh, I missed the exit, who would have known? Who would have known what would have happened? Who would have known? But because I didn't, and I kept my composure, stayed cool, calm, and collected, and smiled through it, I laughed my whole way back to the dealership because there's nothing else to do. Don't give those feelings power over you. I was terrified, but in order to calm my mom, I had to be calm. In order to calm myself, I had to be calm. I had to act like everything was gonna be all right. even though I didn't know. And even if it wasn't all right, even if we did somehow end up on the side of the road, even if we did somehow end up on the side of the road, at least I still wouldn't be upset. I think I'm at the point where nothing really gets to me like that anymore. Like it gets to me, but it's it might sit for a little bit. It might even linger for like a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks, but it just doesn't affect what I have going on throughout the day. I have so much to look forward to. Why let that little thing take your smile away? Why even why let the big things take your smile away? At the end of the day, if you don't get, the car that you want, you don't get the job that you want, you don't get that girl that you want, you don't get this new pair of retro fours that you want because of outside forces beyond your control. Or maybe you just messed up. Either way, what good is it to sit in it and not smile through it, not try to push through it, not try to go forward, not try to do something productive and positive for yourself in the moment of despair? Sometimes you do have to sit in it, like with loss and stuff like that. But the person you lost wouldn't want you to just wallow in them, and they're like, they now that they're not here anymore, I guarantee you they wouldn't want you to just sit there and wallow in the fact that they're not here no more. They're going to want you to push forward after a while. They're going to want you to go live your life, continue to live your life like they would be continuing to live their life if they were still here and you were the one that was gone. When everybody else is down and out, you got to smile through it. People would ask me, how do you stay so positive all the time? How are you not so, like, why are you so in tune with your emotions and stuff like that? You're so free to talk about how you feel. Because for the first time in my life, I don't really care what people think. And I listen to the people that give me criticism because they're giving me criticism because they love me and they want me to be better. So I take it. But to those who are just trying to give you criticism because they don't like the way you act, you have to have that discernment. But either way, no matter what type of criticism you have, no matter if somebody spit in your face, no matter somebody like, I ain't gonna lie, somebody spit in my face, they getting dropped. I'm just being honest. I don't really know if I can handle that. I don't know about that. But anyway, just try to smile through it. Like if it's not in those extreme situations where you gotta defend yourself, smile through it. Because at the end of the day, when things happen outside of your control, there's nothing you can do. So why bother? If you know you have been doing the best you can and you've been putting in the effort, who cares? Like why does it matter if something bad happens in terms of like how it affects you? That shouldn't matter. You know you've been doing everything right. You just got to learn from what you've been doing wrong and keep moving forward. Sometimes things just don't work out because things just don't work out. It's not in God's will. That don't mean you should stop, though. That don't mean you shouldn't keep that smile. You know what I'm saying? Smile through it. And just take it day by day. Because we're not here that long. We don't know how long some of the people that are here are going to be here. So just smile through everything. It'll make you feel better. It makes me feel better. I feel like the coolest dude around. Nothing gets to me anymore, really. Like, it takes a lot. Like, it would take a lot now to get to me, and that takes time and work and effort, mental discipline, not ta- loving yourself enough to know that who you are, what type of person you are, what you bring. Nobody has to tell me anything about myself that I already don't really know. But I'm intrigued to learn more. I'm intrigued to see other people's perspective. But it doesn't mean it's going to affect mine. Because when push comes to shove, they talking trash, they talking crazy. Something happened to me, something happened in my life. I'm going to smile through it. I'm going to smile through it. But all right. I'm out. Time to go to sleep. Catch y'all.